Hello, everybody. Here we are again. Welcome to this Viewtravel Live Webinar. My name is Gonzalo Teixeira. I'm a Viewtravel Marketing Director and also Partner Relationships Manager. And I'm also Viewtravel Customer Success Manager. I'm here to be your host. And in last week's, I'm going to invite all of you. Okay, this is a muted session. In the end, we will have some interactions, and in the end, we will have an FAQ. We will have a specific time to put all your questions and trying to reply or replicate in the platform something that you wish to see. So again, I'm here to be your host. It's a pleasure to perform this live webinar. Last week we had some technical issues and now they are solved. We are here together and now I can really share with you Viewtravel main advantages and how Viewtravel can help travel agencies and travel companies' sales processes. During one hour, about 1 hour, I will replicate a sales process. I will work as a travel agent. I believe that now you are seeing my screen. I will work as a travel agent, and during 1 hour, I will also replicate the behavior of a family of four travelers, two adults and two children. They are looking to buy a trip or looking for stunning trip packages. Before we start with this theater, let's call it this way, let me just speak a little about the traditional sales processes and how traditionally travel agencies, tour operators, airlines, whatever travel industry companies present their offer to their customers. So let's share with you and let me explain the page that you see that has written demo resources. Here we have different types of Viewtravel integrations, usage and examples, and I also have training material. And I've created this page particularly for this demo because I wanna share with you several examples of how Viewtravel can help you work in a different way and how can help you impress your clients. So let's start by speaking about the most common traditional process of presenting your offer. And let's speak about the email. Usually, and I do a lot of mystery client. I reach a lot of travel agencies. Usually, when I ask for a particular information about a trip or a destination, I have a response through an email. And this email, sometimes it's more complete, and sometimes it lacks information, but usually the standard look and feel is always the same. And I'm going to use the word boring because it really is boring. Me as a customer, when I'm focused not only on price, and for sure there are only customers that are only looking for price, they already know where they are going, or even they have been there, but you are introducing your offer, you are introducing yourself to your customers, you want to present the most professional look and feel, and you want to have everything right. Let's use it this way. So we created Viewtravel because we wanted to change the way our travel agencies, travel industry companies present their offer. We saw a lot of mistakes. We saw a lot of missing information. We saw a lot of email round trips. We saw a lot of attachments. We saw a lot of different versions of the same proposal or quotation. And in the end, it was a mess. A mess. Why? Because there were times where I really didn't know what I was receiving or checking, because the information was not well pasted, because there were people that were copying and pasting information from their GDS or from their booking system. Then the email is not prepared for that. Then they sent me pictures, and I have rules that I don't receive images on my email. So all the pictures on all the crops from the GDSs and the reservation system didn't work. Well, a mess. Recently, I made a request. I'm based in Portugal. I'm based in Lisbon, so I'm not an English native person. I'm Portuguese. I'm going to show you an email, and it's written in Portuguese, but you can see what I'm speaking about. I'm not here to criticize or evaluate anyone, because you don't see who sent this message, but this is the look and feel of an email received. I'm asking for a flight proposal to Vancouver on the 5th of November with return in Madrid. I'm asking also for a rent-a-car suggestion, an hotel suggestion. And what I receive is what you see on the screen. A simple text with BA 501, 05 November, Lisbon to London, with times and a price. Okay, this is interesting. This is a way of presenting the information. But I don't know what is BA. I don't know what is 501. Here you have 2110, then you have 1430. Well, I believe these are the dates. So I know what I'm speaking because I work in this industry, but there's people that doesn't know what it is. And then you have the price here. 1,062 is the price per person. It's the price starting at 1,062, and then it doesn't inspire anything. It doesn't give me information about the destination. It doesn't give me any information of additional things that I can enjoy, like promotions, or even things that I'm able to see here. So it's really focused on a price and on presenting these segments. Now, this is something that we want to change. So we've created Viewtravel, and now with Viewtravel, you have a way of presenting your way differently. And then I will speak about the other things. So this is the primary aspect of the travel agency life and sales process that we wanted to change. Now, during this presentation, I will speak about the emails. I will explain how Viewtravel features change the way you will send your proposals to your customers. Now, let's speak about another way of introducing your offer to your customers. And this is something that sometimes comes from your heart, really. It's your website. Your website, your online presence, something that you have invested, and something that you believe in this new digital era will bring you more leads, more conversions, more sales. So if you want to have more leads, and if you want to have a different presence online, you should invest in something different, something that inspire customers to buy, something that is focused on the emotional selling. Now let's use this example here. Here you have a static, non-emotional travel agency webpage, nothing more than the replication of a boring and non-interactive brochure that I will use as the starting point of this demo. And it's true, some of the websites that we see online are only replications of brochures, usually paper brochures. Okay, they are really fancy. We go to a travel agency and they are really cool sometimes because there are really great designers and marketeers working them. But I see something static. I see something that doesn't change. I'm always looking at the same picture. I'm always looking at the same text. And for any particular reason, if something changes, what happens? Before I continue, let me open this page. Some of you'll find the similarities to what you have online. Some of you will say that this is very simple. Well, this is just a demo. I've created this page only for demo purposes, but it's based on real travel agencies. You have the travel agency logo here. You have the package identification. You have the price here. You have the button book now. Then you have a title and you have a short description of your package or of your offer. Then you are able to share this on social media. Okay, perfect, beautiful. You are also able to download the PDF. Of course, if you have a brochure, basically what you will do is when you click on the PDF, you will introduce your customers to your digital brochure or paper-based digital brochure. Now, here you have the description of the trip. It's 14 days. You are going to Vancouver, Manning Park, Penticton, Revelstoke, Glacier, a lot of really cool places. And the texts that I have here are based on a real proposal by a real travel agency. You have the categories, you have the services included in the trip. Well, I'm looking at this. Are you reading this? Are you reading all? Maybe because you are not reading because I'm just scrolling up and down. I'm sorry. But are you really reading this? Now let's go down. You have here an image under the full itinerary. I tried to click. It doesn't work because it's a static image. And then you have day 1, day 2, a really great description that I'm going to use. I've copied these descriptions to my Viewtravel proposal because this is real texts and they are really well written. I'm not saying that this is a problem. I'm just saying that this is a very static, non-emotional page. And this is what a lot of travel agencies are offering. And this is integrated in my demo page. So let's go up again. Beautiful. So I'm using this to replicate, I'm going to replicate this information that you have here to a Viewtravel proposal and travel itinerary, and you will see the differences. But before I do that, let me also speak about other places and let me continue to speak about how you are able to improve your online presence. Okay, if you think this is a great solution, we are able to help you improve your online presence with Viewtravel. Not only by creating awesome video views, but also by giving you access to our travel media library. And with all the content that we have, with all the rich content that we have on our travel media library, we believe you are able to add more emotion. You are able to inspire your customers. You are able to change the way you communicate, and you are able to improve your selling experience. So let's use Viewtravel Media Library and let's improve what you see on the screen. And I'm speaking about online presence. I'm not speaking about a proposal that you as a travel agent or travel industry company are sending to a customer. Viewtravel has a lot of different ways of being used. It's not only a proposal management and travel itinerary builder software, it's a way of changing the way you sell, okay? So before I do that, I'm going again to this page, then I'm going to pass to the example on the right. But before I do that, let me just say something. Viewtravel is available for all sorts of types of players in the travel and tourism industry. Viewtravel by default is focused and was created for the leisure and travel industry. So travel agencies, independent travel agents, freelancers, online travel agencies, OTAs, hotels, and airline companies are able to use Viewtravel. Also, we have other options available. We also have ViewMice. ViewMice is focused on the travel management companies, on the TMCs, and with ViewMice, we have adapted Viewtravel to the corporate persona that has different ways of working and different needs, and the presentations need to be different. I'm going to speak a little about some things that we have changed with ViewMice when going through the demo, and then you will see why we have ViewMice available. Viewtravel is not only available for the MICE companies and leisure and travel agencies, but also to tour operators, to incoming, to destination management companies, the DMCs, to ground handling agents. So they are able to use Viewtravel to create awesome proposals and travel itineraries and then share them with the travel agencies they are working with. And the travel agency just needs to use the proposals and travel itineraries created by the operators and send to their customers. And you are going to ask, what? How? Why? How will they do this? It's very simple. I will explain you in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to say that you, as a tour operator, you are able to create a Viewtravel proposal, and then you share this proposal with your travel agency. You activate the ability or the option that they can change the price or not, and you control if the travel agency logo goes on that proposal, and that's it. So the travel agency doesn't need to have Viewtravel, doesn't need to have a license of Viewtravel. The operator has it, and she's using the content created by the tour operator, and this saves a lot of time. Now, I also have here View Video, and View Video is a really, really great way of adding videos to your websites. I've decided to come here before opening the other page, the other website page, or the travel agency page, because this is important to share with you in this particular moment. So with View Video, you don't need to have IT knowledge. You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to know code. You just need to use Viewtravel features, and you are able to use Viewtravel Travel Media Library. With View Video, you aggregate videos from hotels, destinations, cruise lines, whatever we have on our travel media library, and you are able to integrate this into your website. We also have other things like Viewtravel iframe that you are able to embed into your website. I'm just going to show you also this in a couple of minutes. And you have also Viewtravel API. Viewtravel API gives you full access to Viewtravel richest content. So if you want to integrate videos, pictures, destination information like the texts that we have inside our system, you are able to use them and push or pull this information to wherever you want using Viewtravel API. Viewtravel API is being used by us and by our customers and by our partners. For example, we have a partnership with Travelport, and through Viewtravel API, we've created a plugin that allows our customers to create proposals inside Travelport Smart Point. And I'm saying Travelport, I'm saying Galileo, Apollo, and WorldSpan GDS. Through Viewtravel API, we are able to integrate Viewtravel into Amadeus or Sabre GDS. So with this, we are able to import PNR reservations created inside these reservation systems and automatically create Viewtravel proposals and travel itineraries. If you have your own CRM system, or like we have projects with some CRM systems that are on the market, you have the ability to start the creation of the proposals inside this system. So if you have a specific project like the one that I'm speaking about, you just need to reach us, and we will give you an answer, and we will be able to do a lot of great things with you. So now I'm going back and up to this page, and let's see this static page, but now with something new inside. So this is basically the same web page, and you ask, but well, Gonzalo, what's the difference? What do I have here new? It's the same thing. So in order to use Viewtravel, you don't need to change your website. You don't need to completely update your website look and feel. If you want to, one of the worst things that we have online is web pages where you don't have any focus. Where do you want to focus your customer? Where do you want to, when a customer visits your web page, where do you want him to look? Do you want to have someone that is only looking at a price, or you want to share with him your experience, your travel knowledge, the information that you have acquired during all your travel industry years? So what I've done here was, let me just put a little bit bigger. I've integrated with View Video a Viewtravel compilation of videos. So this is the video. This is the video of Manning Park that we have here. And now I'm just going to put a little bit further, and now we are going to Pentington. Pentington.
You must be thinking, where is this? Heaven? Does this place really exist?
And you can do this.
Real. We're not actors. And yes,
you can change the resolution, of course.
Yeah.
And now let's go to Revelstoke. Or Revelstoke, it depends. So now we have something different. We don't have a static brochure. We don't have a static website. And using, and forgive me about the cliche, an image, or in this case, a video, worth more than 1,000 words. We have here a lot of words explaining what we have here, but look, the videos by themselves explain Vancouver, Manning Park, Pentington, Glacier, Banff, Jasper, and they are really great videos. So what I've done here, I've picked up a proposal and travel itinerary that I've created in order to replicate all the content that you see on the screen, and I've integrated only the videos on my web page. You are able to integrate much more. Okay, you are able to integrate much more. Not only the videos, but you are able to substitute, to replace everything that you see here on the screen with a Viewtravel video view. Let me show you. Click to see. I can share with you this demo page if you want. And now let's explore Canada's most iconic natural parks. And it's exactly the same video, exactly the same presentation, but with some differences. Okay, with some differences. The first difference is that we have on the left side menus with, oh, sorry, this is, let me change this to English. Okay, so the great difference is, and you remember that you had, let's use this one, you had this. Okay, you had this. This is your web page. And now you have this. And you control the size and look of this iframe that you see here. Everything that you see here is here inside this Viewtravel video view. And I've integrated this with this web page here. I don't have active the top, but this is a web page and this is an iframe. And this is also a way of presenting your offer. But if you wish, and if you prefer to have something like this, there's no problem. You can have it. You can even have a button where the person goes to this place, or where the person sees this. Full screen video view. And at this moment, you are looking at a Viewtravel proposal and travel itinerary. Do you remember the Pentington? Let's put a little bit further.
Than others, but some.
And now let's look at the content that I've used to create this proposal, this website here. So, Western Canadian Great Parks Trail Package. When I opened this view, it was what appeared. But you also have here, explore Canada's most iconic natural parks, enjoy glaciers and postcard landscapes, Western Canadian Great Parks Trail. And you control everything that appears on the screen. You control everything that appears on the screen. Even these logos that you see here on the top left side that I have here, Viewtravel, they are able to be replaced. You can replace them by your travel agency logos. And now, what do I have here? I said that I was replicating a family experience, a family of 4, and let me use what happened with one of my customers a couple of weeks ago. He sent the proposal, and he sent the proposal at dinner time, 8:30 in the afternoon, p.m. And they were at the table. Unfortunately, the kids were with their smartphones, with their phones on the table. Well, we need to live with this, unfortunately. But this is a good example that I will use. The father of 4 received what you see here. And received this where? He received this on his smartphone also. Because what you see here is a fully responsive template, a fully responsive platform that you don't need to install on your smartphone in order to see it. You don't need to download any Viewtravel app. You just need to have a link like this, or you just need to send it using the share options that I'm opening on the right side. Look, right? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share, I'm going to be the father, and I'm going to share this view with my one of my childs, one of my sons, Sarah. Let's share this with Sarah. And you don't need to send an email. You don't need to send an email. You just need to use what the platform has for you to use, because we have created a sales ecosystem where your customer doesn't need to get out in order to send emails, in order to share this information with his friends, with his family. For example, this could be a corporate traveler, and now he wants to share this with his boss in order to have an approval. So it's very simple. Now, Sarah, though this is a demo, I'm going to use a fictional mailinator.com. Okay, and let me use Sarah Doe. Okay, mailinator.com, and I'm going to send. Automatically the system gives the subject, the name, so I don't need to write anything. This is the title, and here, this text here is one template that you are able to change as travel agency. It automatically puts a picture from the place or the destination that I'm going. And let's click on send. And this view was successfully sent to Sarah. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how Sarah is able to fetch this view and receive this view. Basically, she received an email with this information. And now I'm at the table, and because you know that social media is so important for all of us nowadays, let's share this. Even despite not having bought the package, and I haven't done the experience, but you know, people like to share what they haven't done, and even before having lived the experience, they can share on social media. Let's share this on Facebook, for example. I'm just opening the Facebook accordingly to my net. And here it is. So Viewtravel automatically sent a picture and the text with the title of my proposal. And I'm able to share this at my Facebook. And now I don't want to share this. I just want to download and in a very traditional way have a PDF and read a PDF. Okay, if you want to have it, we already think about it. We have this option available. So if you want to export everything that you see to a PDF, you just need to click on a button and the system will compile all the information that I've used to create this video view in a really complete PDF with a text here, with your travel agency logo on the top, with a picture, with the explanation of what to do, with your travel agency details, and with the itinerary day 1, day 2 at Vancouver. Now let's go day 4 to Penticton. And the texts that you see here are the same texts that I've taken from the website. Okay? So this is basically the replication of what you have on the website. But Viewtravel was not designed to be a way of creating PDFs. This is just a way for you to have a different way of sharing this information with your family, with your partners, whatever. And this is also very useful because for some specific customers of ours are using these PDFs as a way of proof. So they are downloading the PDF and they are attaching the PDF to the invoice that they are sharing with their customers and also with the purchase order, the usual PO. So, and they have this PDF inside their CRM system or invoicing system. And you have all the details here. You have the flight details here. Everything that I've used to create this proposal is here with the included services, the price, the budget, and also the general conditions. And this is very interesting because you on a very particular way, you have the travel agency general conditions. You have the tour operator working conditions, the conditions of service, the privacy conditions. And look, when I've shown you the email, the first one, this one, I haven't received any attachment with conditions, nothing. So I only received a static email with this information. And with Viewtravel, you are able to offer much more. Now, let's let me just click here on the left side. It opens a menu, but before I go to this menu, let me just click what you see on the right side. So let me just mute all. Okay. So I've received an email. Okay, I received an email. This email is sending me information about one destination. And what about sending an email with alternatives? I'm going to Vancouver, but maybe I wish to have a voucher discount. I wish to have more information about an insurance, about a transfer from the airport to the hotel. What about selling not only Canada, but sell a trip to Japan, or a trip to Bangkok, or a trip to New York? Viewtravel allows you to do this. Viewtravel allows you to do cross-selling. Not only you have the ability to put banners or add banners to your proposal and travel itinerary, but also create a huge banner when your customer opens the view, he automatically sees what you have to offer. Okay, and this is really awesome in order to present other packages, because you know, maybe this customer doesn't have money for this, and maybe you have a banner that you say, okay, this is Vancouver, but what about having a trip to, I don't know, Disneyland? I always remember Disneyland. So what about visiting New York? And it's very simple. You receive the view, I'm working as the customer, And now I'm going to click here on the right side, and I'm going to open another view. And even inside this view of the United States, I have other options available if I about Bangkok and others. And now this is west of USA, New York. This is great, in my opinion. Okay, so let me just close this view here, and let's go back to the experience requested by this family. I'm always speaking about online. I'm always speaking about sharing this information through email, but I can also talk about the experience of presenting a proposal in a travel agency, a physical travel agency, a physical store. Okay. Give me just a second, please. I need to do something here. Sorry, I had to stop something here that was running on the. And what I was saying is that this is not only a way of sharing the proposals and travel itineraries digitally, but also locally in presence. If you have this family coming to one of your stores in a shopping mall, you are able to present Viewtravel to them. You are able to use Viewtravel not only as a proposal and travel itinerary management way, working tool or productivity tool, but also as only a way of sharing the destination information in several physical, like LCDs and other things. But I will explain to you what you can do in a couple of minutes without going through all the steps. So let's go to the left side. And I'm working as the travel agent. Do you remember the information that I had here? So this was a trip to Vancouver, Manning, Penticton, and since October 19th until September 20th from Faro or to one of these places. So I've created a real trip here, and let's click on my trip. Not only you have the destination information, the itinerary or the trip information here, but you are also able to add other things. You are able to add documentation to your proposals. When I click here, you are able to add insurance information, hotel voucher information, for example, an e-ticket. This is a demo, okay? This is only a sample. I've put it this, and if you want, for example, you can attach a PDF or other things. So I'm going from Lisbon. I'm based in Lisbon, Portugal. I'm doing this presentation in the trendy city of Lisbon. I'm going to London. This is a stopover to Heathrow. And then I'm going to Vancouver, Canada, before going to Manning Park. And I want to know more about Vancouver, the stopover. I have here the flight information. Okay, here it is. Even when I departure, I know that I will departure on this date. This is the airline company, the flight information. This information is the information that you have on your reservation system. We have several ways of putting this information here, manually or by importing this information, for example, from one GDS that you are working with the import PNR feature. But let me show you all the details about Manning in a very cool way and centralized way. Again, remember that we had all these informations here, and usually what the customers do is they go to Google, they go to YouTube, they go to a lot of places, and basically what you are doing is you are losing your customer. You are losing your customers because they got out of your sales ecosystem. And with Viewtravel, you are able to have them inside your sales ecosystem, and you control what they are doing, and they don't need to go to any other place than Viewtravel, and they are always with you. So I'm going to click on information, and automatically appears information about the destination. Nowadays, we have 3 languages available. So if you change the language to Spanish or to Portuguese, for example, the texts that appear here will be will change to that specific languages. And now this is useful information, not only about the destination, but also about things that you can do or not during the trip. Passport information, general information about the country, weather, and currency, restaurants, average price, and safety precautions, for example, crime, vaccinations, or sexual information. So important drugs, you don't want to get caught with anything. So this is something very useful. And the most important thing that I want to share with you is that you don't need to have your marketing team. You don't need to have you searching or looking for this information online. Uh, During my client mystery activities, or even when I'm working with travel agencies that are working with me, they send me PPTs, they send me offer presentations, and what I see is a lot of mistakes. On the other day, I received information. I was going to travel to Miami, and I received information about LA. Well, with Viewtravel, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen because you don't need to worry with that. You just need to define where you want to go, and that's it. So everything that you see here on the screen is managed by us, Viewtravel team, updated by us, and you don't need to worry. The same about all the additional information about the destinations and the places you wish to visit. We have updated videos about the places, about the country. So you don't have only the video that appears on the entrance page. You have more video, audio guides, and additional content that really brings more value to your customer. Okay, Victoria Glacier. Maybe this is not the most beautiful video that's explaining the glacier, but let's click here on the country and let's see an introduction to Canada, for example. Oh, this is my internet.
In the world, there are unique places, rich in culture, unspoiled nature, and congenial to travelers.
Okay, you see that we have a lot of videos. We also have photos. And we have the weather information. Let me use this opportunity to speak with you about when the customers should use Viewtravel. So they use Viewtravel in order to evaluate your proposals, in order to evaluate the destination information before going to the trip, so before the trip. But Viewtravel is more than a simple proposal management and travel itinerary builder. Viewtravel is a tool that helps you connect with your customers during the trip. It helps your customers during the trip with weather information, with apps, for example, with apps. Oh, let me just. With apps like you see on the screen that during the trip will help them if there is any emergency or if they need any first aid. All the things that you see on the screen are controlled by you. If you don't want to share these apps, these are only suggestions. You don't need to suggest them to your customer. You are able to deactivate them. If you have your own apps, you can use them and attach to your proposals and travel itineraries. And these apps are available for download on the associated marketplaces or Google stores. So during the trip, it's very, very useful. And also during the trip, you always have an updated version of your budget. And if something changes, or if you want to, for example, here you have the flight information, here you have the included services. And look, I have here a comment. It's too expensive. You don't need to send an email to your travel agent. You can use the Viewtravel collaboration and chat tool in order to speak with your travel agency and ask for more information. To, for example, say not only that it's too expensive, or for please change the service, or I don't want to go to Manning, I just want to go to Banff, for example. And you have here the ability to put comments, and all the replies and all the comments are registered here and in the database for evidence purposes. And when you accept the budget, you will not send an email saying, okay, let's go for this. You will accept inside the platform, everything will be recorded. You will see the general conditions. Everything that you see here is controlled by the travel agency, is added by the travel agency to the system. The conditions of service, everything, this is a demo, so I have here a lot of random information, is controlled by you, right? And also for during the trip, they have a map and they have a route. In this particular case, I don't have any hotel in this view, in this video view, but when available, you have the hotel icon here, and when you click, the images on the left and also the videos, when available, they will be ready for you to use. Let me see here, let me just close this panel here, and let me just give you an example. Let's go, for example, to New York. Map and route. Let me see that if I have here, I have more information about things that are on the left. Okay, so let's click here on the hotel. This one has photos. This one has photos and videos. And when you click, you see on the left side photos of the hotel. And when you click, you see videos of the hotel on the left side. And look, everything that you see here is included on your Viewtravel license. You don't need to buy the videos. You don't need to buy the pictures. They are so expensive. And these are only videos and information that comes from official partners of Viewtravel, certified videos, and we have authorization. Maybe you don't have authorization to use all the videos that you maybe will retrieve from your YouTube channel, from a YouTube channel or other things. But it's too expensive to have this information by yourself. Of course, if you wish to use your own videos, upload your own images, you are able to do it by yourself. Okay, so more things. The apps, I already showed you the map and route. Now let me show you another thing that it's really, really interesting. Do you remember here at this page, the full itinerary? Look, day 1, day 2, day 6, day 11. Let me show you how this itinerary is so beautiful with on a Viewtravel video view. I'm going to click here on the left. I'm going to click on View Tour and Itinerary. You have day 1, Vancouver. Day 2, Vancouver. Okay, again. Day 3, Vancouver, Manning, and Penty. Now you have Penticton. Okay, so I'm going to click, and automatically appears a picture of Vancouver. This picture comes from Viewtravel Media Library. You don't need to use your pictures. These texts are written by you. Now let's go to day 6, Banff National Park. Look, what a beautiful picture. And you have here a text. And now let me show you, look, a picture on the top, and also a picture that I've put it here on the middle. And again, the text that you see here are the texts that we have on the other page. But we don't live only with pictures, we live with videos. Day 1, Vancouver.
An adventure is something that isn't scripted. It's something that unfolds, and you have to roll with it. Part of this is...
Now let's go to Whistler. And then you have pictures about Whistler here and the really cool text. So this is an itinerary that you control. And if something changes, if you need to change something, and you are not limited only to this type of texts, you can put flight information here, you can put here whatever you want. Let's imagine that this is your PowerPoint tool, and then we have integrated your PowerPoint tool inside Viewtravel. Speaking about PowerPoint, and this is very useful for MICE agencies, it's always a problem to send presentations and proposals to, for example, financial companies, to banks. They have a lot of rules in what concerns to receiving files. It's also a problem to send a huge presentation by email. So usually we as a travel agency, we use what? We transfer, for example. But this is a problem because the banks and the financial companies, they don't allow the receiving of files that come through these channels. Now let's use Skype. Again, a huge problem. They don't allow the sending files using Skype. So you can send a view to one of your customers and you will have access to a PowerPoint presentation. So before showing you how simple it is to create what you see on the screen and how you are able to upload documents, how you are able to create a beautiful itinerary, how you are able to create or add videos to your proposals, let me just log out. And now I'm going to replicate the work, not of a travel agency, but the work of a customer, of the father of four. I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to close all these pages here. I don't want to have any confusion. And now I'm going to mailing editor. Do you remember Sarah that I sent, to whom I sent a proposal? Here it is, my email. She opens, she sees a picture, and this is the text. And now she will see the view. Okay? If the GDPR is activated, automatically it will open here. I already sent this view to several persons. The view was accepted. So at this moment, and I've deactivated here one option so it doesn't appear. But for GDPR compliance, you have the ability to activate or deactivate, because in some particular countries you don't have that need. And this is always a problem when you send an email to someone. You know that if there is an auditing or fiscalization about from someone of the government about the GDPR, you need to prove if customer accepted or not or approved or not the usage of the email. So with Viewtravel, you have the ability to configure that, and we keep all the consents with us. Okay, so this is the look and feel of a final customer. He doesn't have the ability to change anything. He just needs to click on the budget, and he just needs to come here, read the general conditions, and accept the budget or not. Please, I'm going to put here a comment, change the services, and send the comment. Now, because he's not logged in, he needs to add his email. In this case, I'm going to put sarahdos@mailinator.com, and he sends the comment. Sometimes the comment, it's not from the person who receives the proposal. And that's it. It's written here. Now, let me show you how simple it is to create a proposal and a travel itinerary using Viewtravel. For that, I'm going to log in. Let me just, because I was logged out, and log in again. This is not correct. Now let me just come here. Where is it? I can use this one here. Okay, let me just log in my license, one of the licenses that I have. Okay, so I'm logged in, and now I'm going to create not so complex, but a more simple proposal and travel itinerary. What's happening? Log in. Okay, save this path. Okay, so this is the dashboard. I already have a lot of users here, views created, views accepted. I have the agency consents on the left side. I can manage the banners, the logos, the suppliers, Google Analytics, a lot of things that I can configure in order to better understand how my customers are working with me. I am able to create my own thematics, and I will show you what is a thematic in a couple of seconds. So let's create a view, a very quick view. Let's explore Paris or France. France. It's better France. You can add a subtitle. Let's put a trip code. I'm based in Portugal. Let's go from Oporto. And you saw here, or let's go from Madrid, for example, and I'm using IATA codes. Look, IATA codes. I'm going to departure from Liz, and these are IATA codes. Usually, this is what you have on your GDSs. Usually, this is what you have on your booking systems, but Viewtravel is much more than that. Viewtravel allows you to go to places where you have IATA codes, like, for example, Charles de Gaulle. But now, I don't want to go to an IATA code. I want to go to a place that is not inside a booking system. It's not inside the GDS. Look, if you see here, you have the ability to search for regions, cities, villages, places, islands, national parks, theme parks. So I'm going to Paris, and for example, I want to visit the Louvre. I want to visit the Champs-Élysées. I want to go to a particular place, or I want to go to a mountain. I want to go to a river. You have that information inside our platform. And let's go to Disneyland, for example. Disneyland, where? Paris. Let's go to Paris. Disneyland Paris in France. You don't have Disneyland Paris in France inside a GDS system, for example. You don't have. But you have it on Viewtravel. So I'm going from Lisbon, Portugal to Paris. You have the ability to create a video view, a photo view based on photos, or based on a thematic. These thematics that you have here are just examples. In my case, I have one here from Portugal, for example, from the cannon in Nazareth, the place where you have the biggest waves. And I've created a particular view. Just a couple of days ago, I've created a view for a football club. And this thematic was created for a travel agency that is selling the corporate services of this football club. So you can create thematics for a company incentives, company event, whatever. Let's just go and create a video view. Let's put here a lot of ipsums, just general information. And let's use the opportunity to put here an hotel. Or I'm not going to put here the hotel. I just want to show the destination to my customer. We have different plans. Viewtravel has different subscription plans, and we only have agencies, for example, with the most basic plan using Viewtravel to show the destinations to their customers when they arrive to their shop or when they are speaking with their customers. Just this, nothing else. They are not putting a number, a value, a price. The MICE agencies, when they first present the destinations, their packages to their customers, they don't include the price. So you are able to create a view only with this. Because I have the GDPR active, I'm going to put here something just for control purposes, and this will be the label of the PDF that we create with the consent. If you want to give a number to the proposal, let's give a reference. And the PDF that you saw in the beginning with all the proposal information, we'll have this reference added with the .pdf in the end. But let's just see the result with the departure from Lisbon, Portugal to Paris, France, and Disneyland. And that's it. In a couple of seconds, I've created a video view. Come on. I've created a video view. And I can share this on social media if I want. We also have customers that are only using Viewtravel for this, to create the videos and to share them on their website like I've shown you in the beginning of this presentation, or by sharing this on their social media just to have something posted and to present the destinations and the offer they have for their potential customers. Okay, so again, we have here the PDF to export, we have here the consent to export, or you can send also the PDF by email. On the left side, on my trip, you have information about Paris Charles de Gaulle, information about the Paris, basic information. Yeah, and look, I just clicked and put it a destination. I haven't written anything. It's here available. And now about Disneyland, it will give you information about Disneyland Paris, Euro Disney Resort, currency, safety. I lost now my connections. Okay, here it is. And if I want to see videos about Disneyland, showcase videos about Disneyland, I have the ability to do it.
Where can you live the magic of cinema, television, and animation?
And
where can you travel behind the scenes?
And with this, your customer is living the experience even before he lived it. Okay. Also, we have customers, like I was trying to say a couple of minutes ago, that are only using Viewtravel to put Viewtravel videos, all the videos that you see here, running, for example, on an LCD, a big screen on their stores. Of course, like I've shown you also in the beginning, you can add these videos to your website. It's also an alternative. Now let's add more value to this proposal. Let's come here on the left side. You have the ability to change the information profile that will appear on the PDF. You have the ability, if you click on the, oh, sorry, I've clicked again on my trip. You have the ability to upload information. For example, you can upload an hotel voucher, insurance information, an invoice, a presentation. Look, the PPT. You can put here the PPT. You can attach the PDF. You can even connect to something that you have on your SharePoint, for example. It's really, really interesting. You just need to put here the link, okay? And you just need to click on upload the file. For example, let me just, the insurance, browse, let's put here several interface. I'm just going to put a picture here, and that's it. Okay, it's available. No, it should appear here. Here it is. So I can also add conditions to my proposal. They are already written by the travel agency manager or someone. I don't need to write them every time in order to prevent errors, to prevent mistakes. They are already available here. And you can change if you want to put the ones that are on top, perfect. If you want to select these ones, perfect. Now let's add also operator package conditions. I have one here, fictitional. Let's use this one, lorem ipsum. Okay, let's attach them to the proposal. And I with this, I know that I will not have any mistakes. And you say, oh, Gonzalo, why? But you can edit this information. Yes, because I've decided to authorize the user to change it. On the back office, on the administration area, on the agency settings, you are able to decide if this changes or not. So let's go very quickly and come here to edit view. Let's add more value. Let's define a departure date. Let's start on the 21st November and let's come back on the 24th of November. Let's put here a price, for example, 700. Price starts at 700. And now I can add more value. Let's add info flights. This is a round trip. Okay, so I'm going a Portuguese company like TAP 123, for example, a departure. Let me just check one thing. 21st, and I will come back on the 24th. We are changing the things that you see here. All the things, this screen here in the next week, I believe, will change. It will be integrated in the dashboard area, on the back office area, in order to prevent and save time, in order to prevent having a lot of clicks. So in a more integrated way, you will see that it will be easier to create the proposals. Okay, so you have the departure date. You are going on the 21st. I will go at 2 o'clock p.m. and it will arrive using TAP 123 here. The arrival will be on the 24th. I'm doing everything manual, and I can do this in a more automatic way. Okay, if configured, and now I'm going to change to a different screen. If configured, you just need to come here to my views. For example, on GDS, if this option is active, you just need to come here, select the GDS, for example, Sabre, it could be Amadeus, it could be Galileo, Apollo, WorldSpan, Explore Paris. Select if it's a video view or a photo view based on photos, and put here the locator ID. And then when you click on create a view, all the things that I'm doing here will be automatically populated. You don't need to worry about adding the information here. Of course, it will fetch and it will use the reservation, the PNR, the locator ID details, data that comes from your booking engine or from your GDS reservation system. Okay, so it's based on IATA codes. If you want to have information about Disneyland, about a lake, about a beach, about something, you need to add it manually. Okay, so, and in this case, it will arrive at 7 p.m. And you are able to put all the information that you wish, and then you can also put a departure date. If you want, on the 24th, it will departure again at 4 o'clock, and then it will arrive on the 24th at 19 again. Okay, and that's it. And when you click here, it's already saved. I've decided to click again. So when you click on see a view, this information appears here on the left side. The departures from Portugal, flight, departure date, airline, flight number. It will arrive here, and the flight number, and you have the information here. And so very simple, very easy, very, very user friendly. The same for the hotels. I know that you have the Explorer Hotel at Disneyland. Come on, I'm fetching this information. Okay, in the database, I'm going to save very quickly. I can add info hotels, an entry date, and a departure date, 24 type of room, double executive, bed and breakfast, and that's it. Okay, and when you see view, the hotel information, appears here. Entry date, an overview, videos and photos from the hotel, and videos from the hotel, and an overview of the hotel. Very simple, very, very user-friendly. More things. Edit view. In order to complete this presentation, let's create a very simple itinerary. And before I do that, by clicking here on View Tour, let me just say to you that if you use the platform and for any particular reason, if you see that you don't have a video about a specific destination, for example, this demo that I'm doing, I had no updated videos about Manning. So I requested to my support team to update these videos and also to update the destination information. So if you don't see a destination in Portugal, for example, we have a lot of places, strange places, and we are always updating this. And it's very simple. Our customers just come here to this page, and where you see here, cannot find the destination, hotel, cruise line, or ship. You just need to pinch, and our team, according to the information that you need, in a couple of days, 48 hours, or 72 hours, it depends on the licenses that we have available, we will add this information to Viewtravel. And now, in terms of View Tour, I'm just going very quickly. I'm going to remove this here, this one from Charles de Gaulle I don't want. I'm just going to create something for Disneyland, because in order to prevent and save time, we've created some rules, because I did a presentation today, this morning, with Disneyland Paris also. It automatically fetches this information, so it thinks that I want to use the same information, but I'm not going to use the same information, because here is day one. I'm going to add a new photo. I'm going to change this photo. This is, let's put here this boat. Okay. Oh, I lost the connection. Let me just refresh the screen. It's my internet. Okay, so the boat is here, and I'm going to change this video. I'm going to put this one with this man with the mouse ears, and I'm going to put this in the middle and put this bold and change the font size just to have something different. And this picture here I'm going to eliminate, and I'm going to insert a new one about this one. And this is day one. Now let's add a new service. Come on. Oh. Okay, a service for Disneyland Paris. Let's add a new one. Let's put here day 2 resort, just something to have this. Let's add a photo. Now I'm going to use a photo of here, this one. Oh, the internet connection. So, and now let's add a video. Let's use this one here. And let's write here lorem ipsum. Let's put this really big, right? And let's add a picture. You can upload your own pictures. You can upload your own videos. You are not limited to our database. Let's close this product. Let's activate this tour. And let's see the view. Come on. Okay, great. So we have the view, and now on the left side we have a new menu, view tour and itinerary, and now we have the itinerary in pictures. Day 1, Disneyland, lorem ipsum doloro, the thing that I wrote. Day 2, resort, with this picture here, the big lettering, and the big picture here. And now, if you want to have the program with the videos, the man with the ears, and the video of the mouse. Great. And that's it. More than 1 hour. I'm sorry to all of you because these presentations sometimes I get excited and I want to show you all the things that you can do with Viewtravel. Again, you have a lot of information about us, about Viewtravel at viewtravel.eu, our website. Go there. You have the pricing plans, you have examples, training resources. For example, this page that I have here for demo, you have these training materials also on our webpage. If you want to see how the GDS PNR import feature works, here is a video of the Travelport Smart Point plugin. And here are how to sell a travel package with Viewtravel. In this video, I showcase how you are able to create basically what I'm doing here. So we believe that Viewtravel is able to optimize your sales processes, and we also believe that Viewtravel can help you stand out from the competition and can help you work in a different way, in a different view, and will be able to impress your clients, your customers. Okay, so try Viewtravel, experience Viewtravel, try it, change the way you communicate with your customers. We believe that this will be a really cool productivity tool that will allow you to move to a different level. Okay, so we still have time. If you want to put some questions. Okay, let's use this opportunity. I've just opened the chat here. I have some questions here, like, can you make me the presenter of this presentation of this webinar? This doesn't make sense. Okay, well. So I've explained you, one of the questions was, I don't find any hotels in an itinerary in Costa Rica. How can I proceed? If you don't find the hotels, you can reach our customer. You can reach our support team at support@inspiravia.com or at support@viewtravel.com. And we will do our best to add the hotels to the system, and you will be able to use it. We can have this presentation. Yes, this presentation, what I'm doing here is being recorded. In the end of this session, what I will do is I will share with you the recording. Everything that I'm saying here will be on your side again, like the last recording. The last session was recorded and I shared this with you. So I will share the recording, and I'm also available. You know, I'll be happy and glad to help you if you need a one-to-one demo, a specific presentation, or if you want to try Viewtravel for yourself. We have the option to trial for 14 days at our website. I suggest you do that. Okay. Any question? Any other question that you wish to have? Yes. Are there videos about Christmas markets in several parts of the world, like New York, Brussels, London, Paris, so that we make a view to travel only with that purpose? Well, I say yes because I saw some videos about Christmas markets. But for example, I had to do a really specific presentation a couple of weeks ago. I had no videos. I requested to my team to fetch these videos, and we added these videos to the system. So yes, of course, you can create Santa Claus theme, you can create a romantic theme, you can create a family theme. You control, you basically control what you wish to have with Viewtravel. If you don't have it, you request to us. Again, we work with official videos, with certified videos. We need to have authorization from our partners and from the entities that we are working with. We will do our best to put all the information there. What about family videos? Are there in every destination? That is a hard question, because you say on every destination, and what about family videos? So we have several videos that are produced by official entities, and the official entities and the partners have several types of videos. I'm not able to reply if you have family videos for every destination. I don't have that answer. For that, I would need to check every video that we have on our database. And if you look at the screen, look at the numbers. We have thousands and thousands of videos and thousands of content. You need to try the solution. You need to try the solution, and we have family videos, we have more grown-up videos, we have general videos, we have a lot of videos on the database. Another question. Yeah, I'm receiving a lot of questions. So yes, you have filters to check only the videos you want to be shown. You control the videos that you wish to appear, and you are able to create your own playlists. By default, you have on your gallery photos and videos, the standard ones, and you can manage this by yourself. So you can filter to check only the videos that you wish to show. More things. You can see the price of the travel on the budget area. Let me just show you here. On the budget area, you have the price here. You also have the price on the trip area here. Price from. Okay. Perfect. Well, I suggest. Are there videos about Disneyland campaigns? We have several videos about Disneyland. I don't know what you mean about campaign. All the videos that we have here, for what I see, and the videos that I've shown, they are promoting. They are making a campaign about Disneyland. So my suggestion is try Viewtravel for yourself, register for 14 days, do some searches, perform some searches about, check the videos that we have. And after that, if you see that you don't have the videos that you wish to have on the system, you reach us. You reach me, for example, or you reach our support team, and we will do our best to update the database accordingly to your needs. Okay? So if you have any questions, the price, if the price includes the commission, if you want, yes, it's you control the price. So if, this is interesting. So this price here, I've written it manually. So you control what you put here, if it has commission or not. If the price comes from a reservation that you have created on a GDS, for example, and when you created the GDS, you have put it any markup, or if you have any fee associated, or whatever, the price will appear with that commission included, of course. You have both ways. You manually add the price and you control what you have there, or the price comes from a reservation that you imported and it's included. Okay. So send me all the questions. I'm going to put here my email on the chat area. You also have my email, because I will share with you the recording in the end of the session. And if you have any additional questions, or if you need to have a one-to-one demo, please reply to my email with that, and I will be glad to help you with that. Okay, so I'm going to end this session. It's more than 1 hour and 23 minutes of session. I'm sorry about the delay, and it's a huge presentation. Again, it's always a pleasure to have you here. I hope we have more opportunities to work together. My next webinar will be how a travel agent network or how a group management company is able to work with Viewtravel in order to have more customers and on board on his sales agent network. So feel free to register, and it will be a pleasure to be your host. From my side, again, thank you, and I wish you all a very, very happy day, and be happy, please. Be happy. Bye-bye. Take care. Cheers. Thank you. I will share with you my phone number on the email. You have my phone number, WhatsApp. You can reach me through WhatsApp, and I will also share with you my Skype ID. Okay? Take care. Cheers. Take care.